Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to another holiday entry. Going into this season, I wanted my videos this month and even most of last month to focus on films which are either directly related to the holidays or are at least holiday adjacent. For this entry, I wanted to cover the 2016 film Better Watch Out, starring Olivia DeJonge and Levi Miller, a nice holiday film to ring in the season, of which the synopsis is as follows. On a quiet suburban street, a babysitter must defend a 12-year-old boy from intruders, only to discover it's far from a normal home invasion. That line, far from a normal home invasion, that one needs to be remembered because there is a really nice twist in this one regarding that home invasion. So there will be a portion towards the end of this video which will mention that twist and go into a little bit of detail about it, which does happen early on in the film. So that little spoiler section, when that kind of comes up, I'll put up this banner and warn before we dive in, and that may end up taking up quite a big chunk of this video. But as for the non-spoiler related stuff and why I'm recommending checking this one out, this 12-year-old's parents are on their way out to a holiday party, and they hire this babysitter who they have frequently used over the years to babysit for them. But that 12-year-old is getting older, feels he doesn't need a babysitter anymore, is a bit sad about the babysitter's plans to move away, stuff with her boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend, all the stuff that he knows, and he's kind of at that point that he just wants to get together with her, even though there's not really a way to do that. I mean, he's 12 and she's 17. It's not going to happen, but he's 12. What does he know? So he tries to set up this night with some scary movies to eventually make it somehow turn romantic, which of course he fails at, but things get a little weird after that point, and a bit dangerous as they then are succumbed to a home invasion. Now they're trying to make it through the night, find a way to escape. This 12-year-old now even taking up arms to protect her. Even a friend of his who was kind of in the area visiting gets caught up in this whole mess. A kid played by Ed Oxenbould, who I knew from that Alexander and a No Good Very Bad Day or whatever that old Disney movie was called. But in this role, he kept reminding me of Homer from Near Dark. But anyways, let's just remember this kid, our lead, the kid being babysat, he's only 12. He's not quite as strong or as brave as he thinks he is. So it will take a lot to kind of get out of this situation. You do get to see that mix of his fear and then him trying to be brave and so forth. But as that happens pretty early on, then we get this nice little twist that happens. But before diving into what that twist is and why I enjoyed it so much, I'll do a quick wrap up for those of you who haven't seen this yet. This is a good home invasion, kind of set up against the holidays, Christmas to be exact, and they do a really good job with the chemistry of our two leads. It also keeps you on the toes, and as this story unfolds, especially with the twists and turns that happen within it, it definitely kept me interested the entire time. Now, it is currently available on several services such as Peacock, Pluto, Plex, Tubi, and paid rental. So if you are interested in a holiday home invasion, head on over and check it out. Once you have finished it, come back here and pick up where you're left off. Or if you've seen it, or if you just really don't care about spoilers, let me just put up this banner now, and we will dive into that twist a little bit. So, now that anybody who hasn't seen this or are concerned about spoilers is gone, that twist, the kid being behind it the entire time, this was really great. I honestly feel like this story that they were setting up would end up being a bit basic and kind of same old if it was simply unknown assassins or a crazy ex or something like that we've seen so many times. But having this kid plan the whole thing with his friend as a way to frighten her even more and try to get close to her was a really great touch. Took in a direction that I really loved. Especially that initially, it was bad what he was doing, trying to get together with her, put on the scary movie, popping open a bottle of champagne. Bad stuff, but not terrible. Might even just be shuffled off as or shrugged off as kid being a kid, and it's getting out of hand. Hence why his friend was even kind of suckered into going along with all of this for as long as he did. But then when it turns dark, that's where the horror aspect of this seems to come out of this home invasion, as it really takes off. Seeing this kid getting so deranged, turning on his friend even, getting so violent, just horrifically violent in some of these scenes, and so manipulative, so cunning. He really sold the psycho side of this character quite well. He really did an excellent job. I think our lead and his friend in this really played those ages well, that 12 or 13 age. I really enjoy how this turned from trying to hook up with her to putting on this show to taking the reins and really getting in a lot of trouble here. It worked great. As he got himself kind of deeper and deeper into trouble with this, digging that hole that he shouldn't really be able to get out of in any way, it really kept me wondering how it would end. How could any of this be explained away, as they already kind of set the groundwork for certain things, like him having a sleeping pill that he takes at night, or the pencil left on the doorknob so that way they can make sure that he stayed in his room all night. We already had all these little things kind of set up for us. But the revelation that our babysitter survived at the end, that was great as well, knowing that she's going to spill the beans on this somehow, everything that happened, and that the kid is not going to get away with this. And the kid knowing that early credit scene of him wanting to go to the hospital, to try to prevent that. It really sealed the deal on this being one that is, a bit different and something that really does stand out. Okay, let me take that down. So yeah, I think it's a twist that really sells this entire film. Luckily, if you are new to this, it isn't one of those twists that happens at the end that only makes the beginning of the film good after that. This happens, pretty early on and everything. And, it definitely sets a tone of this film when it happens, making it dangerous, a very dangerous holiday home invasion film to enjoy, particularly during this season. It is more than worth checking out. And speaking of checking out, thanks for checking out this quick little video here, the latest one for Better Watch Out from 2016, which is previously stated is on Peacock, Tubi, Pluto, various others like Plex, and different rental services for paid rental. After this most recent rewatch, I think I'm going to have to finally pick this one up on Blu-ray and add it to my collection. Anyways, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming by and sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. And if not already subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting that little bell icon to get notifications for when I put up new content, which is 1 to 3 times a week. Though for December, I'm probably only going to do that 1 time a week every Friday morning. That's all I got for this one. I will see you in the next one.